Facebook. I'm happy to be back with my For Me I Will Not Fall page. Just thought I'd give a slight explanation on why I went MIA and got off of all social media for a little bit. I mentally was going through a very hard time. Last year was a very hard year for me. In April, early May last year, I got institutionalized. I was in a mental health hospital for 5 days, which I have not openly said on social media yet. And it was a very interesting experience. Realized that something wasn't right, but I wasn't sure what it was yet. My psychiatrist diagnosed me with borderline personality disorder. And just a reminder, I also have depression, anxiety, and type 2 bipolar disorder. And I didn't really quite know what that meant, but after research, I kind of try and please other people, kind of form into what I think I need to be in the situation. I'm very much a people pleaser. I am terrified to do the wrong thing, indecisive, etc. I know a lot of people have those feelings. This is just to an extreme. What I didn't realize at the time is throughout this past year, I was dissociating a lot, which means I would black out, not from alcohol, sometimes from alcohol, which I'm not proud of, but I'm going to be honest because this could help someone else. But I would dissociate if I was put in a situation where I wasn't comfortable, I was in a conflict with somebody, I was overly stressed, I wasn't sleeping, I would dissociate, and for me that meant I blacked out. But in person, I was actually somebody else. And I wouldn't act like myself. I would put on this persona like I'm a badass bitch. I don't give a fuck about anything, which isn't who I truly am as a person. And ended up at the beginning of the year, I'm not going to talk about exactly what happened quite yet, but I dissociated and had a very rough night. Ended up finding out that I have dissociative identity disorder, which was also called multiple personality disorder, but they don't call it that anymore. But that's what I'm sure most of you know it as. This is not something I will have forever. This is something I am working through in therapy, and once we come to the root of the trauma that I had that caused me to start dissociating probably around the age of 15. They say it takes about 10 years before you hit your biggest dissociation, and that's what you truly realize, hey, I need help with this. Part of dissociating is having a false sense of reality. I would have a conversation with somebody and remember parts of it, or what I did remember when I was slowly beginning my dissociations was not what was actually happening. I had a very false sense of reality. It got so serious that I ended up thinking I was a different person, and Jetta Whitney was not a real person to me, which is absolutely terrifying. So that's what's been going on with me. I am going to talk more about it and how it's made me feel, how terrifying it is, what it's been like in the moment, and resources and other coping mechanisms, because dissociating was a coping mechanism I used. Other ways that I seek help, things like that. But I just wanted to say hi and kind of fill everyone in on what's going on and what to expect, because I plan on being very involved with my platform again, and I really just want to help other people. I hope you guys have a great Saturday, and I love you all. Kisses.